Hi everyone. We've been talking about tough things that we were called to do by God, and today we're going to continue that discussion and talk about another tough thing. But first, I'm curious of your thoughts on how unfair you feel like these situations are. What if I told you that someone watching this video today that has blue eyes is going to win a special prize? That because they have blue eyes and because they're watching it, they're going to win $100 just for that. I mean, after all, us blue-eyed people have to stick together, right? Would you care? Or is $100 not enough to make you care? What if I told you that everyone watching this video that has blue eyes would receive $50,000. That get your attention? Yeah, I thought so. First off, I don't have $50,000, so don't come calling me. I don't have it, I can't give it to you. That was a hypothetical, that was a made-up situation. So, just so you know. But my point is to get you thinking about how you would feel about it. How do you react when you see something that is not fair happening? You have no doubt heard by now that life's not fair. I've said it myself. In fact, my favorite response that I've heard to someone saying, hey, life's not fair, is to say, a fair is where you get cotton candy and ride a carousel, and this ain't a fair. But there's a difference between something that's not fair and an injustice. And injustice is a violation of the right or rights of another. You see, I can change the rules to a game and be unfair, but injustice is much stronger. It's receiving a punishment that was not deserved. Did you know that the Bible gives a great deal of attention to the topic of justice? In fact, the word justice is used approximately 134 times. We read in Micah chapter 6, words that really ought to live by. So in verse 8, it says this: He has showed you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your Lord. The trouble is, acting justly apparently isn't as easy as it sounds. We are often motivated to stick up for our own rights, but what about the rights of others? To act justly may require you to question the status quo, the way things have always been. May cause you to rethink your thinking. Here's a humorous way of looking at a difficult problem when dealing with the status quo.
Would you mind sitting there? I'm saving this seat for my friend Ross.
You mean Dr. Geller?
Doctor? Oh, I didn't know he had a nickname.
Oh, he won't sit here. Only the people in the white coats sit over there. And only the people in the blue blazers sit over here.
Well, how come?
That's just the way it is.
That's crazy.
Maybe it's crazy in a perfect world. A world without lab coats and blazers. But you not in a perfect world. You in a museum now. See that scientist with the glasses? He and I used to play together all the time in grade school. But now, Peter! Hey, Peter! It's me, Rhonda, from PS 129. I shared my pudding with you, man. I gave you my snack pack. See? He pretend he don't even hear me.
Ross, over here, man. I saved you a seat.
That's okay. I'm cool over here. I'll catch up with you later, Joey.
Oh, this is saved. Gift shop.
Again, that's a funny take on a serious problem, and hopefully you picked up on the issue at hand. You know, when we bring justice to any situation, we get to participate in the glory of God. God, it seems, is caught up in the rescue of those he loves. I mean, think about the stories that Jesus told. In many of his parables, there are stories of rescuing lost things or people. And he himself describes what he's doing on earth in Luke 19:10 when he says, "For the Son of Man came to seek and save what was lost." You know, it's tough to actually think about making a difference in an unjust situation rather than just talk about it. The great American author and lecturer and activist, Helen Keller, who was the first person who was blind and deaf to graduate college, she said, "I'm only one, but I'm still one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. Because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do something that I can do." So, what will you do? There are a number of plights and injustices out there right now. How will you choose to act? Will you stand with those who are looking for a better way? There are those who are trapped in the sex trade industry. There are those who are under a dictatorship and have to endure extreme poverty. There are kids at your school that are dealing with unfairness and injustices that you know about. And as we know in our culture right now, in our livelihood, and in our history of America, right now, there are Black Americans in this country who are still looking for equal treatment. We may have come a long way, but there's still much work left to do. In Isaiah 56:1, we read, "This is what the Lord says, maintain justice and do what is right. For my salvation is close at hand, and my righteousness will soon be revealed." It's a tough thing to maintain justice. It's a tough thing to act justly and stand up when others will not. But when we do, it goes a long way in sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ to the world. So until next time, please remember that you are His, you are loved, and what you do matters.